Hello viewer, I again welcome to you all to my channel LP's Biology and wishing all best for you all along with a safe day for you all. Today I am going to discuss about one of the very interesting topic of present time, that is the COVID-19 detection by reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction. First of all, we have to know what are coronaviruses, what is its structure, and how the artificial is going on for detecting and positive and negative tests. First of all, come to the detailed structure of coronavirus. It is one of the largest RNA virus. Among RNA virus, it is larger. The particle size is about 125 nanometer and the diameter of the envelope is about 85 nm. Come to the detailed structure. This outer part which surround the nucleocapsid is called as envelope. The envelope is a lipid bilayer. The envelope, look at here, envelope is associated with a protein. This protein is called as E protein, that means envelope protein. The envelope protein give rise to some of the spike-like structures. The spikes are called as S protein. These are spikes and there are about 74 spikes, total number of 74 spikes. The spikes are otherwise called as S protein. These are the receptor proteins of the coronavirus. The S protein consists of the head part which is called as S1 and the stalk part is called as S2. Except this protein, the envelope is associated with another type of protein which is called as here, these are horseshoe-shaped protein. These horseshoe-shaped proteins are called as M protein. M protein. The M proteins enables the stability. Another complex that is called as hemagglutinin esterase. Hemagglutinin esterase. This complex help in, it is not an enzyme, rather it help in the process of reassembling all these components. The inner material which is in a coiled state, look at it, this inner material is called as nucleocapsid. It is formed of RNA and another type of protein which are called as N protein. N protein. So this is all about the structure of coronavirus. This virus consists of spikes. The spikes are 20 nm each spike. The spikes are 20 nm in length. This part is S1, this part is S2. These are receptors. This is the envelope formed of lipid bilayer. These proteins are what type of protein? M protein for stabilities. These are the hemagglutinin esterase, then these are the RNA associated with the N protein. This virus in human being is very dangerous. It remains in the respiratory tract. It also affects birds. The major characteristic of this virus is that they are very much pleomorphic. If we compare the ratio of three different protein, we have already discussed that the protein is E protein, envelope protein, there is another S protein and another protein that is called as M protein for stability. The ratio is E is to S is to M is equal to 1 is to 20 is to 300. It is the usual characteristic of this virus. When this phenomenon does not exist, the virus cannot be as lethal, it cannot be as lethal as it can. It is generally affect bird and human being. In human being, It causes respiratory tract infections, respiratory disorders, causing mild or lethal symptoms. Come to the genetic material. The genetic material is huge. It consists of 26,000 up to 32,000 base pairs in it. This is all about the structure of coronavirus. Then how we detect through reverse RT-PCR process. Let us come to the method of analysis. In recent time, we are going to rapid test for any type of diagnosis. This rapid test, it may be blood test, urine test, or any other type of tests are under rapid test. The rapid test give us 100% accuracy about the analysis. But when the rapid test analysis is not found, a kit is absent for rapid test, what should be done? We will take the example of coronavirus. The kits are not available recently. So the RT-PCR, real-time PCR, was conducted for the process. It is also going on these days. It is one of the method which give rise to 98 to 99% accuracy. We cannot take it as 100%. This RT-PCR is one of the research method. These are used in research biology for detecting. It is not a diagnosis process, rather it is a detecting process. In this process, we are using fluorescent dye or probes are used. The probes from known source are used. The probes are labeled by fluorescent dye. Fluorescent dye. The normal dye which is used for this technique in these days is cyber green. Then come to detailed process of RT-PCR, how the process is carried out in recent time for detecting corona. Come to the detailed technique. This technique was previously implemented in detecting Ebola, SARS, Zika, such diseases were detected by RT-PCR. First of all, we have to collect the sample. This sample collected by the method of swabbing. The nasal swab collected from nasopharynx or oropharynx. That means from the vocal cavity. What is swabbing method? A swab is a small piece of absorbent like this. A swab is a small piece of absorbent. The absorbent is first inserted. The swab piece is inserted into the nasal cavity के अंदर और inside the oral cavity it is inserted for a specific period so that the secretions can be absorbed through the absorbent. After deriving the secretion, it is transported through a viral carrying media. Because we are detecting the virus here. Viral carrying media. After carrying it through viral carrying media, I am not going to the detailed process because it is a very lengthy procedure. After carrying through viral media, it is treated with several chemicals for washing the viral component. After treating with chemicals, we have to centrifuge it. Centrifuge machine. After centrifugation, it is treated with lysis buffer. The lysis buffer is a component having phenol and isothiocyanate. It consists of phenol. These lysis buffer are generally used and isothiocyanate are used for the purpose. After lysis, it is exposed to spin column centrifugation. It is a special type of centrifuge where the RNA can be easily extracted. The RNA extraction can be done through silicate gel because it is a solid phase extraction within the test tube. Suppose this is the test tube, the silica gel beads are present on the border. RNA will attach to it. When lysis buffer is added, all other materials have been washed away. We can recover the RNA from the silica gel. In this way, we can obtain RNA after the process of centrifugation. Then, to the PCR machine, RNA along with these mixtures are added. That is reverse transcriptase, which is responsible for converting RNA to DNA, reverse primers, forward primers, DNA polymerase enzyme, Tachman probes. The probes are artificially prepared because the probes are used to detect the genetic material, whether it is from virus or from any other source. The Tachman probes are actually artificial segments which are labeled with fluorescent dye. Already I have told you the dye is silver green. The probes have two ends, the 5' end and another 3' end. It may adhere to any part of the single-stranded DNA. The 3' end is called as reporter. It is reporter end or the reporter fluorescence. The 3' part is reporter fluorescence. The 5' part is contour fluorescence. These are the parts of probes. Then come to process. What happens? Inside the PCR machine consists of a plate having 96 tubes within it. These mixtures are totally added within the tubes and it is inserted into the PCR machine. What happens inside the machine? Let us see. I have to discuss in detail. Inside the PCR machine, at first, suppose this is the RNA strand. These are the bases, nitrogenous bases. With the help of reverse transcription, another copy, a probe can prepare another copy of it. This copy is complementary to RNA. It is complementary to RNA. Then, after formation of the copy, it is called as this is called as template DNA. This is RNA. By the process of reverse transcription, we have to recover the template DNA. Template DNA has been isolated by the process of denaturation. After removal of template DNA, the primers, DNA polymerase enzyme and probes again started producing complementary copy of the DNA. Now it is a total DNA, it is a complete DNA, but before it was a RNA DNA hybrid. We cannot carry out the test here, but it is essential, the DNA is essential to carry out the process. After obtaining DNA, again it is treated with 98 to 98 degrees Celsius. What happened? The two DNA strands again separate. After separation, the primers added. Forward primer, reverse primer. We have already added it prior to the process of initiation. We have also added primers. We have also added the probes. I have told you the probes are made according to the viral genome. If the viral genomes are present in the single-stranded DNA, if it is absent, the probes cannot adhere. Suppose a small probe adhere to this position. The forward end is called as reporter fluorescence with the conjure fluorescence. Suppose another probe attached to it. The probe remain. It make a double-stranded copy here. And when the DNA polymerase make the copy, DNA polymerase elongate the primer along with the probe remain within the DNA. So the probes inserted because the homologous region, that means these are the viral genome present. The process is carried out. After first cycle we obtain 2 DNA. The process is carried out for 35 cycles. After 35 cycles we can obtain a huge number of copies. In these copies the probes continuously added and the PCR machine attached with a computer. The computer shows more fluorescence. The level of fluorescence through the computer, we can determine the level of fluorescence. When the level of fluorescence goes on increasing, we can treat the individual as positive. When there is no increase in fluorescence, what happened? It is treated as negative individual. In this way, the COVID analysis is done through PCR. But in recent time, the kits are going to be available in India, and it was previously verified in USA and Italy. Now it is coming to India, which is very easier process. It can be conducted within 15 minutes at our home. But the RT-PCR, it is a research method. It is a time-taking process, but shows 99% accuracy. Thank you all for